best start to a season ever, overturning Milan's record of 13 wins in a row from 1993, and they don't seem to stop. 15 games played this season and 15 victories. When Vincent Kompany signed for Bayern Munich, many people doubted him. He proved them all wrong. Harry Kane is on fire, scoring 22 goals and getting 3 assists in just 15 games this season. These are Messi and Ronaldo numbers. Michael Olise has gotten 14 goal contributions in 15, dominating whilst Musiala is out with a terrible injury. Luis Diaz looks better than he did at Liverpool. I truly believe that a very dominant era is ahead of us, not just in the Bundesliga, but also in the Champions League. Back in the 70s, Bayern won the UCL 3 times in a row, and that is what I'm going after as well. Now we're taking the live start point when Bayern Munich is 8 games into the season. His starting 11 has been doing wonders, as you can tell. And I have to say, as a Bayern fan and someone born in Munich, which a lot of people might not know, you just know me as the Liverpool fan because I've chosen to support Liverpool in the Premier League. But this team was given to me at birth, basically. And I gotta tell you, man, it's been such an impressive season to watch. Now, over in the UAE, where I live, sadly, we do not have access to the Bundesliga anymore, which is extremely disappointing. But I've been catching the highlights as much as I can. And I gotta tell you, Harry Kane, I think the best way to describe him right now this season is he plays like a quarterback in American football. But he also, he throws the pass, grabs it himself, and then runs into the end zone. That's how Harry Kane is doing this season. I am so impressed by how good he is for his age. In my opinion, he's the best finisher in the world of football. And when we look at the rest of the team with Luis Diaz being added in, I gotta tell you, I was very happy. As a Liverpool fan, I was happy that I didn't lose out on Luis Diaz completely, because as a Bayern fan, I still get to enjoy him. But for me, Olise, ever since he has joined into this Bayern Munich team, has been the most impressive, one of the most impactful players, and one of those ones where I think he's going to turn out to be an absolute legend at this club if they can go ahead and achieve what they want to achieve in the upcoming years, and specifically this season. Now, going into the defense, talking about legends, can we just say how good Manuel Neuer is? This man has only conceded 4 goals this season in the Bundesliga in the 9 games that they played. Yes, the attack has gone ahead and scored 33 goals. But the fact that Manuel Neuer, for his age, is doing so well is basically making everyone in Germany just scream up and say, please unretire from the German national team and play the World Cup for one last time. That is what we want. Defensively, there has been a lot of rotation in many positions, but overall, these are some of the best options that we have available to us right now. Nicholas Jackson, I really hope Bayern doesn't keep him. I'm not a big fan. I never was, and I truly do hope that Harry Kane's successor is not going to be Nicholas Jackson. Going down further right here, you'll see that Alphonso Davies, one of the best left-backs in the world, and Jamal Musiala, one of the best attacking midfielders in the world, are currently injured. And once these two come back, what's Bayern gonna do? How much more can you dominate? But as Musiala has been injured, the man right above me, Lennart Kahl, has been stepping up in incredible ways. This youngster is making waves in German media as we speak. He's getting more and more playtime. Lennart Kahl is an exceptional talent that Bayern Munich has brought forward. 5'6" tall. He's basically our little Messi. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's on that level, but you kind of get it, right? He's small, he's able to dribble really well. He loves taking shots. I think right now, per 90 minutes, he is the player in the team that has taken the most shots. So this guy just loves to get involved in the attack. And as Musiala has gotten injured, he stepped up alongside Gnabry and stuff. So I'm really happy to see that, and we want to make him a big part of the team down the line as well. However, because Bayern Munich is such a strong team already, we need to set some massive goals or this will be too easy. Every 2 seasons, we have to win a Champions League trophy. If we don't, it goes to the randomizer and we lose out of one of our starters in the team. On top of it, if we do not win the Bundesliga and the German Cup each season, someone from our bench will be leaving our team as as well. So as we go into this journey, let's understand one thing. Musiala is going to be back within 4 weeks, and Alphonso Davies returns from an ACL injury in 5 weeks. Bayern Munich's next opponent, and the one that could ruin this amazing run, is PSG in the Champions League. That is a game that I'm able to watch, and a game that I'm extremely excited about, because PSG being Champions League winners from the last season, it'll be a great test to see if this team is ready to win the Champions League. However, let's address one of the biggest rumors, and that is that Harry Kane is basically feeling like he's done with the project at Bayern Munich after this season, and he's looking to join Barcelona in the same way that Lewandowski did. So, Harry Kane, possibly, this is his last season over here in Germany. So with the understanding that Harry Kane might be gone by the end of this season, that means the pressure is on. The Champions League is an important title for us to go after. And I'm going to take on PSG with Harry to see if we're going to be on a good roll this season. And well, it starts off early. Harry Kane into Serge Gnabry, and guess what? We're taking the lead against the team that has just won the Champions League, the trophy that I'm after 3 times in this rebuild. Luis Diaz is through this time, and he won't miss either. We are dominating PSG as we speak, and that is beautiful to see. Luis Diaz has now 2 goals in 4 appearances, and we tried to keep it up, but then Desiree Doué makes a nice move, dribbles beautifully, finds someone in the center, Vitinha over to Joao Neves. That should have been a goal for PSG at that stage, but they missed big time. Ousmane Dembele now playing the pass over to Ruben Neves, and in the center is Desiree Doué. Manuel Neuer showcasing why he's still part of this team and why he is the goalkeeper that should be playing in the World Cup, as we do beat PSG 2-0 with a clean sheet. Even though we are currently ahead of Borussia Dortmund in the Bundesliga by 5 points, somehow they have now kicked us out of the Champions League in around the 16. Okay, so basically the first season is already a throwaway, but if we don't win the German Cup and the Bundesliga, we have to get rid of 2 players. So now to save one of our bench players, we are going into the German Cup finale in Berlin against the likes of Leipzig. Leipzig have been successful in the German Cup lately. Musiala, however, is back in the team, and we get to use him for the first time. It was a nice chance for him. Henrys plays a great ball forward. Bakayoko heads it across the goal. Neuer doesn't have to intervene, but Olise finds Harry Kane. Harry Kane down the right, outside of the boot. Still a good save, forced out of the keeper. Here they come again. Romulo, the former Turkish league striker, gets his chance as Neuer makes another crucial save. And Harry Kane says, enough is enough. 55 minutes, you had your fun, Leipzig. It's time to take over. However, 92nd minute, the referee should have blown the whistle already. Nusa hits the post and in. And with that, we're going into extra time. And in extra time, well, I made a couple of changes. However, it was Olise down the right who did find people in the center. And that main man, Harry Kane, once again smacks it. Top left corner. He makes sure that he gets us as many trophies as possible. 5 appearances, 8 goals in the German Cup so far, as the bench is clear to celebrate. And well, Leipzig, I'm sorry, but it didn't end there. 110 minutes in, here we come again. Kane, great pass, just like a quarterback. He finds his teammates at all times, and that is Pavlovic scoring this time. And that means Manuel Neuer gets the lift, the German Cup. This old man is still winning big trophies. Luckily, it wasn't just the German Cup, but also the German title, which means none of our bench players will be sold, and we have another chance to go for the Champions League next season. Company's boys have gotten us 80 points this season with 2 losses on their record. I was kind of hoping to go unbeaten this whole time, but Dortmund coming in second, kicking us out of the Champions League. I'm going to keep that in mind, and hopefully we'll be facing them again at some point in the Champions League so I can get revenge. But the fact that we have won the German Cup is a very important part. And Harry Kane has gotten 30 goals in the Bundesliga in 33 appearances. He's the clear leader of this team. and he also has the most assists in this squad at the age of now, I believe, 33. Going into the squad itself, Kane on an 88 rating at this stage. Musiala is back. Initially, he was down to an 87, now back up to an 89. Love that. In that defensive midfield, Kimmich and also Pavlovic, a very talented player, are now holding the line. Goretzka is going to be the backup. Olis, 88. Diaz, 86. Davies back and up to an 86. Defensively, this left-hand side looks amazing. And Konrad Laimer, that right-back position. Even though I personally really like Laimer, he's a very hard-working player. I feel like that is the only spot in the team now where there needs to be like a world-class player. So we'll figure that out. But Neuer now at the age of 40, down to an 83. Normally, I would like to bring in someone and take over his position, but because Neuer is just such an absolute legend, I just can't do it. This season ends with Nicholas Jackson going back to Chelsea, Guerrero signing a pre-contract somewhere else and leaving in a month, and the same goes for Ulreich, who actually, nope, he retires. And guess what? The youngsters in his team I actually sent out on loan. Wisdom Mike is a player that I didn't mention so far, I believe. But the best way to describe him is the Rion Gamoha of Bayern Munich, just so you know. Kusiasare, a striker, a talent for us. He is out on loan at Fulham right now. Lennart Karl I sent out on loan to Heidenheim. He went up to a 68. We have many other players that are out on loan as we speak. Some of them will become important, while some probably never will. And of course, players like Palhinha, who were out on loan at Spurs, are now signing for them permanently as well. Something just popped up, and it is the fact that Kim Min-jae has been talking trash in the media. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure we isolate and sell him moving forward. That is an unexpected event kicking in. However, I've already sold a bunch of players. Nubel has left, Zaragoza is gone, Ibrahimovic has gone, and Schmidt and Santos as well. We have sent out Urbik on loan, Siep, Perez, Mike, Bischoff, and Aseko, making sure that some players that might play a role down the line are going to be present when we need them. So the Bayern lads, with no new transfers because I wanted this team to be successful, have gone ahead and gotten themselves 80 points in the Bundesliga. Winning the title, holding on to it, ahead of Borussia Dortmund, who halfway through the season were actually ahead of us. So this is a great achievement. Again, only 2 losses this entire season. However, we have an issue. We lost in the German Cup finale against Leverkusen, and that means one of the players that is not in the starting 11, reserves or bench, will be kicked after the team. And not after, out of the team. But that could be bad, could be horrible, but it could be okay as well. It's just going to be a gamble. However, the big thing was the Champions League. Within the first 2 seasons, I wanted to win a title. Every 2 seasons, we have to get one. So we're now in that 4th position. This is the season when we have to win it because last season we didn't. In the round of 16, we get past Leverkusen, 6-5, very narrow. Leverkusen has been an issue for us this season. Quarterfinals, we beat Atletico Madrid. Semi-finals, we beat Liverpool. And now we're facing Arsenal. And this used to be a battle in the past where Bayern Munich would dominate. Arsenal fans would hate to be matched up with Bayern Munich. Nowadays, though, I think it's going to be a more balanced battle. So I'm excited to jump into this game to save one of our starters. If I don't win, one of them is going to get kicked out. This season's top performer, once again, Harry Kane at the age of 33 has gone up by +1. He is insane. Musiala has nearly just as many goal contributions, which is just insane to me. From that attacking midfield position, 91 rated now, back from injury and on fire. And Serge Gnabry, hats off, man. He's performing well, considering that Luis Diaz should be holding that left midfield position. Ratings-wise, it's an exceptional team, hence why I didn't want to make any changes. Even Konrad Laimer has gone up in his rating, up to an 84. And Manuel Neuer is on that 82, wanting to lift one more Champions League trophy with this Bayern Munich team before he retires for good. And so now we're facing Arsenal one more time. Let's hope we bring out the results of the past. And well, that would mean a victory. 9 minutes in, Zubimendi is through and my defense is all over the place. I should have stopped him easily. I did not do it. And well, we're down against Arsenal. Olis now finds Harry Kane in the center, chests it down and doesn't score from that angle, which is a big surprise to me. Company is unhappy with that one. 25 minutes in, Jamal Musiala, nice skill move, gets past one, has some space, but Alisson now plays for Arsenal, and he's making some crucial saves. Gyökeres, nice movement, hits the crossbar. We get a bit lucky right there. We can't clear it though as Declan Rice tries again. This time Neuer gets his hands on it. Harry Kane, former Spurs player, surely has an impact on this game, right? Well, he nearly did. Nearly got an assist from Musiala, but Alisson is too good. Now Luis Diaz down that left-hand side. He finds Musiala in the center. Good pass to Harry Kane. And of course, he can't go up against Spurs and not... against Arsenal and not score. He does yet again. 15 appearances in the Champions League and 12 goals at a big man. Here we go again. Nice movement from Arsenal as they try to get past our defense, and well, they nearly pulled it off, but Manuel Neuer said no. This went into penalties. 3-2 as we speak, and finally, Declan Rice misses a pen. Gnabry could get us a massive advantage. He doesn't. They also have a world-class goalkeeper, Barcola, against Neuer. He should be nervous right here, and well, it shows. That is a shot above the target. Alisson has to save Arsenal. Can he do it? Or will Luis Diaz, his former teammate, go ahead and smack that into the top left to make sure Company and his boys have something to celebrate in this huge matchup? And we have now won the first Champions League title out of 3, hopefully. And now on top of it, Kim Min-jae is finally leaving the squad, and the new season begins with 226 million. And now that we have won our first Champions League trophy out of the 3 that I'm going for, Harry Kane has said, I'm done, I'm moving to Barcelona, and we sold him for 100 million. Harry, thank you for everything, but at the age of 34, I guess you wanted a new adventure. Good luck at Barca. Maybe we'll be facing each other. By now, the next striker for Bayern Munich would have proven himself in the Premier League, and that is Nick Woltemade. He was linked heavily to Bayern Munich in the past summer transfer window, and if I'm thinking about a player to come and join in and connect that attack, I genuinely would love this one. I wasn't one of those people that said, oh yeah, Nick Woltemade is that guy. I will admit that straight away. But his performances for Newcastle United, in a team that isn't necessarily the strongest but has some good players, don't get me wrong, I'm very impressed by his style of play. And when I look at Woltemade, I'm just thinking the way he could connect Musiala, Diaz and Olise, it would be special. And Olise is 25, Woltemade is 25, Musiala at this point is 24, Pavlovic is 23. Like, you could build an incredible team with this. So Woltemade, your time in the Prem is done. You've proven yourself. Come back home, son. After signing Woltemade, we have to admit to one thing. This team is great, but it's aging. Kimmich, 32. I mean, Neuer, 41. He's going to be retiring at the end of this season. I cannot bring it over myself to replace him yet. Goretzka is 32. Gnabry is 32. Jonathan Tah is 31, which is okay, I guess, for a centre-back for now. Lima is on at 30. We have Luis Diaz at 30. We need to make sure the future of Bayern Munich is bright, and for that reason, this transfer window is a big one. Tactically, we're going to be making slight changes. We're moving from the 4-2-3-1 wide with 2 CDMs into a 4-3-3 attack, where we will have centre midfielders instead of CDMs, because we do have one player that we'd love to play this spot once Kimmich is done. And that would be Tom Bischoff, now 22 years old, 82 rated, can play many positions, 5'9", has the press-proven playstyle on him. And for Neuer's replacement, it's going to be Jonas Rubik for me, 23-year-old, 6'2" tall, with decent playstyles, and possibly Germany's next big goalkeeper. And luckily, Wisdom Mike, Lennart Kahl, and also Aseko can come back soon from their loans and support us. The next player I'm signing is a talented German right-back. I want the next Philipp Lahm, which is impossible, but I'm gonna try it anyways. This, my friends, is Cologne's, yes, Elias Baum, joining us for 26.7 million. We're gonna be building up this man into a special player down the line. Just 21 years old at this stage. Sasha Bowie, I'm actually gonna go ahead and sell. I want to build up Baum. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep Bowie. And then I'm probably going to sell... No, actually, no. I'm going back on it again. Bowie's being sold. Baum stays. He is 5'11", 82 pace, decent defensive stats, and also good dribbling. Köln doesn't only have him as a big talent. They have one player everyone speaks about in Germany right now. And as always, Bayern Munich have to be the ones signing the young talents coming out of Germany immediately. This is Said El-Mala. Please remember the name. He could be one of the most exciting talents in Germany as we speak. He comes in at the age of 20. He's a left midfielder, just like Mike as well, just so you know. But I'm going to sell Gnabry, and he's going to take over that position. I'm going to be utilizing him as a substitution moving forward. He has 83 pace. He has 80 dribbling, 6'2", low-driven shot, and technical on top of it. And as I just signed him, I just realized I haven't spun the wheel for getting rid of a player due to not winning the Bundesliga and their German Cup last season. Now, this is where things could go terribly wrong. The new signings I didn't put onto the list, just so you know, but everyone that was on it before, here they go. Please, just give me one of the aging players. Don't take away one of my young talents. It's gonna be Ito. I love myself a Japanese player, but Ito is gone. Now with Ito leaving and Kim Min-jae before, we have lost out on all of our Asian defenders. 2 Asian defenders walk out. The other one joins us. It is Kota Takai from Spurs, who they obviously have also just recently signed. For 10 million, I'm bringing him into my squad at the age of 22. He's going to be the one next to Stanisic, backing us up in defense. That should be good enough for now. Takai comes in with okay stats, but he's 6'4", and I really do like that about him. Now, Gnabry has left us for 43.6 million, joining our rivals Borussia Dortmund, and Sacha Boey has gone over to the Italian league for 23 million. And that for me means Lennart Kahl is now back into the squad, 19 years old, 73 rated. This season, we've done the expected again. Won the Bundesliga title, however, with a couple more losses and Dortmund getting a bit closer. 7-point gap. German Cup. Okay, I have to explain something here. So, in the German Cup, lads, we lost against Augsburg, which is another team that obviously is from the area that Bayern Munich is from. So, I'm very disappointed with this one. We should have done so much better, but that means another player to start on the next season that is on our bench right now will be kicked out. And if we don't do well in the Champions League, well, that could be a bad one, because a starting 11 player could be gone next season. But this is the first season of the 2 that we have available to us right now, and we finished 18. In the playoffs, we played against Dynamo Kiev, beat them. Round of 16, Galatasaray beaten. Quarterfinals, AC Milan beaten. Semi-finals, Chelsea, to now face Real Madrid in the Champions League. And as you know, I wanted to win 3 Champions League trophies. This could be the second one if I pull it off. And while the team has done really well in terms of growth, I'm very happy. Initially, I dropped Pavlovic down in rating because I changed him to a center midfielder. He lost a lot of ratings. Kimmich, the same goes for him. Davies, Ta, Upamecano, and Lima. Lima now 86 rated. Look great. Manuel Neuer stuck at that 82. I absolutely love that. On the bench, Armando Zieb is up to a 78. Karl up to a 76. 78 on El-Mala as well. We have Baum going up to a 79. Tom Bischoff 85 rated. And Jonas Obik on an 81, which is important because next season he will have to take over. Now, Harry Kane's numbers cannot be replaced by Voltemade yet. 21 and 3 from our German striker, but he has gone up to an 87. Luis Diaz gets 30 goal contributions, but Olise comes up with 57 in 57 games. That's the type of player I'm liking. And Musiala, you need to step it up, pal. That is not good enough. Here we go. Real Madrid in the Champions League final. This is a big one. 2 huge clubs going after it. Real Madrid started off nicely, though. Here goes Olise. Nice movement. Great pass. Voltemade. Can you do what Harry Kane has done? Yes, he can. He scores 14 minutes into this Champions League finale. He has 9 goals in 17 appearances as Vini Jr. tries his luck against Neuer, who still is holding out strong. Olise is now through. 44 minutes in. A solid shot would have gotten us to second, but Courtois makes a crucial save. And then I went into the second half and I completely just ignored my screen because I was on my phone for a second. I got a message, so Mbappe ran through and I was fuming. So I had to get my team back into it. So I did. Lads, if I would have lost to me going ahead and going AFK in a Champions League finale, I would have been fuming. But luckily, Olise had different plans. Voldemar into Kimmich, and that's it. It's 3-1. It's Manuel Neuer, once again, above the age of 40, lifting the Champions League trophy number 2. Going into the new season, Leon Goretzka's contract is running out. He's retiring. Instead, Mike is now back from his loan deal at a 76 rating. First off, your boy got a trim. Yes. But second of all, we are going to be spinning the wheel right now, lads. Here we go. Who is leaving the squad because we failed to win the German Cup and the Bundesliga in the same season? It could be... It is Baum. Kira brought in from the likes of Köln. Well, he has to leave now, which really sucks, but it was the right back backup to Konrad Laimer, who I thought would take over, but I guess we do have Stanisic who can play there anyways, if needed. And look at where we are now, top of the league table by just 3 points, ahead of Leverkusen, and a couple of points ahead of Borussia Dortmund. They're getting a bit lucky with the results. In terms of the German Cup, well, it seems like we have lost it, but that is not that important, because this season, once again, just like in the 70s, we're up to win the Champions League one more time. Second in the league phase, round of 16, beating Manchester City, quarterfinals, Real Madrid, semi-finals, PSG, to now face Atletico Madrid. And by the way, EA have just released communication saying that they are now going ahead and making the AI stronger on career mode specifically. That is going to be a huge boost, because I feel like ultimate difficulty has been too easy. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this fix. Once it comes in, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below if you think it's been done right. And here's the team that has done it. Voldemar up to an 89, Luis Diaz as well, Olise 94, Musiala 93, Pavlovic on an 87, Kimmich 88. He has survived in his team, now 34 years old. We have Jonathan Tah 33, Alphonso Davies 28, Upamecano. Laimer has gone up to an 87. I wanted to replace him, but boy was I wrong. He just kept going, and Ubik has jumped all the way up to an 87. Now on the bench, I just realized we're missing Armando Zeep, who was our substitution for the striking position. Someone must have triggered his release clause. That sucks. But Karl, Elmala, both above the 80. Bischoff, 86. Stanisic, 83. And Mike could be useful as well. Top scorer and up for the Ballon d'Or, Voldemar, 40 and 6. Olise coming in with 39 goal contributions. Musiala, 17 and 13. Luis Diaz on 12 and 8. Oh, wow, this finale is at our home ground. This is something that Bayern has been wanting to achieve. In the past couple of years, they failed. Now is the chance to pull this off. Allianz Arena, here we come. Come on then, Bayern. This is for the big one. The 3rd Champions League title. You've won it 3 times in the 70s. Let's make it another 3 times now. Luis Diaz. Vaneri. Back into the center, Johnny Kimmich. I'm a bit out of position and I'm a bit nervous now because of this great passing play and the ability of Atletico Madrid to hold on to the ball. And that's a pen. Come on, man. That was a simple, soft tackle. We're giving away a pen early into this game due to the good passing play of Atletico Madrid. Now, Neuer is not here, but his spirit could have been. You know, 25 minutes in, down 1-0, Alvarez scores. I'm possibly about to lose the Champions League finale at home, or finale daheim, how the Bayern people would say, which basically means the Champions League finale at home. So please, let's go ahead and make an epic return into this matchup. I beg you guys. Oh, here they come. Alvarez, thank you, Jonathan Tah. Luis Diaz, 1-2s all over the pitch. There we go. Voldemar, please. I need this badly. Thank you so much. We're back into the Champions League finale. Voldemar scores. The German is back, playing for Bayern Munich in Germany, and that's how it was supposed to be. 69 minutes in, I'm feeling like making a change. Musiala is going over to the wings, and Lennart Karl is now coming into the game. I really hope he can help me out here. Atletico with some beautiful passing play, trying to make their way through, but I won't let that happen. Lennart Karl, now possibly getting an assist in a Champions League finale. Olise! No, what a terrible finish. You know what? Musiala is coming off. Elmala is coming in. Thank you, Olise. Ooh, Olise somehow makes his way through down this right-hand side with 2 players actually right next to him. What? Why would my game just stop? What the hell was that about? Karl into Voltemade. Yes! They tried to sabotage me, but they couldn't do it. Nick Voltemade scores 2 in a Champions League finale, and he will be winning the Ballon d'Or if it stays like this. Lennart Karl gets an assist in a Champions League final as well. Absolutely incredible stuff from the youngster of Bayern Munich. Karl over to Elmala down the left. This lad is supposed to be the next big thing in Germany, huh? Nice movement of the ball here as Karl sprints through and scores! Unbelievable! There he is. He has his moment. I told you he was going to be important. He gets the assist to win the game and now gets the goal to finish it off. Lima, Olis, Karl again. He goes for Voltemade. This guy. Closed eyes or no look. It worked out. Unbelievable. This game was not easy. This scoreline does not reflect how tough this game was. I'll tell you that much. Nah, bro. Can I get another one? No way I can get another one. No way I can get another one. It's 5-1. The substitutions ruined Atleti. And now Kimmich, as the captain after Neuer, gets to lift this trophy. What a rebuild this has been. A strong team, yes, but a generational, historic moment right here as we do lift it for the 3rd time, my friends. This has been such a joy to record for me as a Bayern fan. I'm desperately hoping we can actually pull this off. Either Liverpool or Bayern, I'm still winning. And I don't care that you don't like I'm supporting 2 teams in 2 different countries. Take care, guys, and peace.